What's up, my Fina loves? It's Miss Fina D coming to you all from Fina Team and News. Please hang in there with my cracking voice and all of that, okay? Allergies season. Sis is going through it, but I'm here, okay? I needed a day off to just get it together. I could barely talk. You could barely hear me. But after all of the sneezing and coughing, I don't have COVID. I don't have the flu. It's just seasonal allergies, and I'm back. So please hang in there with me. I'm going to do the best that I can. Now, most of you are aware that on the latest episode, Tiny Harris, yes, Tiny, Tamika Harris, made a statement about the way how SWV dress on stage, and that they need to basically upgrade their wardrobe. And then when I posted about Lily going off on Twitter, there were tweets like this. They as an Xscape could learn from you in terms of checking drama at the door, and you could learn from them in terms of putting a show together, because I personally am not paying $100+ to see you up on stage in some blue jeans like it's karaoke night. Lily responded, "Why? White people do it, LOL. Well, we can put chairs on stage and walk around them. Would that work for you? Bleep out of here." And then when Taj went on Instagram Live to discuss the latest episode, this is all you heard, and this was the top question or comment of the night.
Have y'all commented on Tiny comparing your production and outfits? There's no need to. If that's how they feel, more power to them. Look, we get out there, we're comfortable, we do what we have to do. We've not really had I've not heard any comments about us. I mean, I guess they count. This is the thing I keep telling people. Promoters, producers, networks, tours, they all find value in SWV with our flat shoes, our overalls, and whatever. It's our peers that have a problem with us. And sadly, it's the peers that don't give us a check. So continue to think what you want and feel how you feel. Tiny talk about SWV costumes. Yeah, that's cool. How did y'all feel about them down in SWV's looks and clothes tonight? Well, at this point, I'm not surprised, but it's all good. You know what? Everybody doesn't like the way they dress, so you don't have to like the way we dress. Again, we still get on stage and we do what we have to do. Tiny was throwing major shade with y'all outfits. What do you think about that? I thought it was a little foul, but you know what? Again, I'm not surprised. Look, like I said, I went to Atlanta thinking I was going to have a ball. I thought that when I got to Atlanta and hook up with these girls that I've known for forever, I've never had a problem with ever. I supported them through everything. I bought bedroom candy. I bought both the sisters' cookbooks. Every song they put out, I supported those girls because I loved them. And I thought that we all had a decent, or at least a strong relationship, because again, I've never had any problems with them before. But when we got there, it was just totally different. It was totally different. And I used to be in my apartment because I'm like, there wasn't really anybody to hang out with. And I'm just, it was different. It was different. You can see the disappointment in my face, because I'm very disappointed with the whole thing. I can't even lie. How do y'all feel about what they said about your costumes and show production? What can I say? If that's how they feel, more power to them. What is it? Because they got more coins, and it's always something stupid to give someone a reason to be disrespectful. It's all good. What do you think? What do you think of Tiny judging y'all stage wear? Well, so everybody wants to know about that. When her own group dressed like hood cabaret dancers. Lily said they look like Apollonia 6. I was dying when I saw that. That was funny. And when she said she'd be caught dead, only dead, and that was hilarious. That was hilarious. How do y'all feel about what they said? Everybody wants to know about what they said about our clothes. Yes, it was foul, but that's how they feel. And if that's how they feel, so be it. I mean, like, I can't change the way they feel. I don't care. It's not going to change us. We like to be comfortable. I actually like heels, but I have 4 knee surgeries, so I can't really function as well as I used to. Like, I used to be the one that dropped down to the floor and hop up and down. I can't do that anymore. Sorry. It just won't happen. I can't do it. Who am I to say otherwise, right? I don't have any followers. How do you feel about Tiny's comments? Tiny is a beautiful person. She knows everything.
So so after all of that, SWV was like, okay, let us remind these folks, okay? Let us remind people that we can do both. It's just because we want to be comfortable on stage and in interviews and things like that doesn't mean that we can't step our game up. And they showed up on the Sherry Shepherd Show in this. And when I tell you the internet went crazy, but instead of giving SWV their props and credits, the entire comment section was filled with "Thank you, Tiny. Thank you, Xscape. Thank you, Tiny." So they look stunning. And now let's get into these comments. See what Tiny said shook the table a little. And guess what? They look great. Love it, ladies. Tiny made them girls put clothes on. They were not dressing like this until Xscape said what they said about their fashion. Baby, they made y'all switch up your style. They've been showing out ever since they tagged Tiny. Talked about them overalls ever since. They're trying to dress better because Tiny said they sing in overalls. That Tiny comment made them step their game up, huh? Xscape made them step it up. LL, they look great. Tiny had them packing their overalls away. I see they are taking Tiny's advice and leaving the flats and overalls at home. No overalls, Tiny. Xscape made them step their game up. And as you can see, the comments starting to sound repetitive. Now, all jokes aside, Tiny made a comment about their performance outfit. The way how Xscape dress on stage, that's not how they dress for interviews or red carpet and things like that. Of course, what they're wearing on stage are costumes. And so it makes sense that they dress a certain way. So until people get to see SWV in something other than exactly what Tiny said on the show, then no, they have not upgraded in the performance outfit department. But however, yes, when it comes to their interview looks and all of that, they have absolutely upgraded because they weren't dressing like this. Yes, they did look different than how they would normally dress when they're on stage and all of that. But compared to what their interview looks and all of that used to look like, they absolutely have upgraded their style. I will definitely be adding the rest of them on the screen at the end of the video so you all can read them on your own. But I really do want to shift gears because people weren't here for SWV responses during that interview on the Sherry Shepherd Show. They just felt like they were acting too high and mighty and all of that, as if they themselves did not go through the same issues in their group, where one of the members wanted a solo career. They also had issues with salt and pepper and all of that. So when they kept saying, oh, we don't think things can go back to where it used to be, they've been disrespectful and too much happened and all of these different things, people expected SWV to be like, look, we've been where they are before, and we understand, and hopefully in the future, maybe we could work something out. Even if we do not work something out, we are fully aware of how reality TV is and how things can get twisted and all of that. People expected them to show some grace because they've been in similar situations. Also, people are still trying to find out what was Xscape so disrespectful about. Okay, so let's get into those comments. Why don't SWV discuss the disrespect they had for Salt and Pepper during their reality show? It was so bad that Salt and Pepper refused to tour with them. Same thing that's going on now. And to SWV credit, they acknowledge all the time that, look, we had drama, but we learned from it, and now we're in a better place, and we're just hoping that Xscape can get it together and get there too. So I'm not ignoring that they have acknowledged and admitted, but I think the issue is how they answer certain questions. It's been too much disrespect and all of that, as if they themselves did not disrespect each other and now they're good, as if they did not have issues with another group and now they are good with that group. So what is it that Xscape did so wrong that they are behaving like, oh my God, we can't forgive that? And so you see some people are disagreeing because this is about SWV and Xscape Oh, please stop. Oh, please. Salt and pepper were the worst, okay? So the person who left a original comment responded, no, this is about SWV acting their off. They can't talk about anybody being disrespectful when they give out that energy themselves. Candy said nothing rude to them. The money is the main point of division. They feel disrespected because Xscape stated that they are not budging on their fees. If anything, it sounds like SWV needs to raise their fees. Exactly. They have been respectful towards them, but them stating facts got them upset. That's not Xscape's fault. Up the fees. The disrespect came from SWV. I didn't see the disrespect on the show. Maybe I missed something. They look great though. OMG, SWV is getting on my nerves. Y'all not in Vogue or the Supremes. Chill out. But SWV responses has been disrespectful. Xscape has only spoken about things on a business level. I don't care what nobody say. Coco attitude sucked the whole time. She wanted Xscape to bow down to them and they wasn't going for it. Maybe if she would have put her pride to the side, it would have went differently. OMG, yes, especially the very first episode when she told them she wasn't rushing to get to the meeting as if she wasn't interested. I be paying attention to everything. These comments are from the general public on blog pages that are not biased to either group. These comments are not from Xscape fan pages. And that's the reason why you have comments like, y'all blowing me, acting like SWV wasn't shady and being messy too. They took a simple question about business and ran with it. All true and acted like they were the victims. Gosh, you took the words right out of my mouth. There were comments of people overlooking SWV actions. No one from Xscape disrespected them or their legacy. All they discussed was business and facts. But the egos from SWV, mostly Coco like usual, got them in their feelings. Even now, Xscape is still saying nothing but positive things about SWV. But SWV responses has been disrespectful. Xscape has only spoken about things on a business level. Coco has such a nasty attitude, it's off-putting. SWV lack business skills because they take everything too personal. Get out your feelings and in your bag. Coco and Lily need to grow up, all because Candy said they wanted top billing means SWV was disrespected. They trying to act like Xscape shaded them, so they took that and ran with it. And so did people with no common sense. Xscape still praises y'all and y'all all act salty. It's very telling that all the Xscape girls said that they are willing to tour with SWV with no problem and that they still have love for them. But clearly, Coco and the girls can't say the same. Just goes to show who really has the big ego here. No one is saying SWV feelings are not valid. If they felt disrespected, who am I or other people to say, you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? If that's how they feel, that's how they feel. But you can clearly see based on social media reaction, from the start I've been saying this, it's just business. They are entitled to their feelings, but the way how they are going about this, you would think Xscape made things personal and drag these women. And that's not the case at all. It's just business.
I know some of y'all are super upset about what I said about we need to headline the show with SWV and now everybody was lighting me up on social media saying, oh, Gandhi has the big head. But it wasn't even like that. Like, what people don't understand, when I say it's not about who sold the most records, it's about who sells the most tickets. I mean, it's true, right? Yeah. Because, I mean, there are a lot of artists who have established themselves as headlining artists. You know, your Fantasias, New Edition. There are other groups and different people that I can name that, say for instance, SWV probably, have sold more records than them. But they would still open up for those people. You feel what I'm saying? And it's no diss to SWV. And I wasn't even trying to be dissing. Did y'all see the way I said it? I was just very matter of fact. And I think my energy, when I'm very straightforward, if I say something that people don't like and I'm very straightforward, they get offended by it. When I'm not trying to be offensive, I'm just speaking business. It's just business. If you don't agree with me, just don't agree with me. We ain't got to get mad at each other about it. That's just how I look at it. Feel me? At the end of the day, it's more to it than who's going first. Oh, and sidebar, I know a lot of people's like, the one show, well, when we first came into it, it was promoters talking to us about doing a full tour, not just one show. So that's why it was more of a conversation. Get what I'm saying? It ended up, whatever, but it was supposed to be a bigger picture. So that's why I really wanted to have like an honest conversation about what we were doing. Katie, if you don't like what I said, it's fine. I don't get mad if people don't like what I had to say. It's like, okay, but you didn't like what I had to say. It is what it is.
Just because you don't agree on me, y'all don't like it.
Yeah, even though we don't agree, it doesn't mean we have to fall out about it.
Can we celebrate both groups instead of pitting them against one another or comparing them? And I completely agree. And like I've been saying from the beginning, it's a misunderstanding. And that's the only reason why I read the comments. So it's not just looking like it's my own personal opinion, but that other people feel the same way. However, SWV is entitled to their opinion and their feelings are valid. If they feel like they were disrespected, hey, then that's how they feel. But hopefully, with their experience of going through similar situations, both groups will be able to move forward. From what I've seen and based on conversations and interviews and answers, Xscape is cool. They're not tripping on their end. They've had nothing but positive things to say about SWV, and it's just all business. So hopefully SWV will come around, even if it's not on a business side of things where they can tour together and do all of that, on a sisterhood, if you know, you know, side of things. If you've been rocking with me in the channel for a while, then you already know when it comes to allergies and all of that, you know my experience. But I'm back. I'm hanging in there, even though you can clearly hear that I'm still stuffed up and all of that. But, you know, thank God it's nothing serious and I'll be all right. Also, thank you all for the love and support. Clicking the link in the description below and visiting my boutique website and shopping. Even though most of the items are sold out, I do have other products coming out. But just go through the page, and for the things that are not sold out, you can put them in your cart and shop. Thank you all for the love and support. Like I said, shout out to SWV, entire Glam squad. Y'all did that. I'm wishing all of you well and take care. My loves, thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.